all these processes in a business school. Well, I would like to talk about GSIB. Well, I will kindly reserve for the Honorable Vice Chancellor when we will talk a few things about the university and perhaps about the school. But I would like to talk about what are the circumstances in which business schools in Asia are operating. Maybe we can derive from that what is the role of a business school in Asia. Well, to start from that, let me give you a picture of what's happening in the world economy. The most interesting thing happening in the world economy is that growth is shifting from the rich countries to the poor countries. Particularly, it is shifting towards east in Asia. What does it mean? Well, it means many things. It means many things for the countries in the world. It means many things for the business operations. It means many things for individuals like you and me and everyone in the world. If you see what's happening in the world, it's happening only in Asia. For instance, particularly in the eastern part in Asia, 60% of the world's population is in Asia. And the progress is tremendous, phenomenal. And interestingly, 3 countries from Asia are among the top 10 countries in the world economies. What else you want to say that things are happening in Asia? In such a scenario, what are the challenges and what are the opportunities for the countries, business organizations and individuals? Well, you see, the shift from rich countries to the poor countries bring with it challenges and opportunities, but to discuss about these things, perhaps it will become a 3-credit course. I'm not going to touch about it, but I'm going to talk about one challenge which perhaps is relevant to me as a dean of the school. The challenge is there is a shift in the leadership, in the leadership quality. You see, earlier we were thinking of developing managers and leaders in the country just to look into domestic operations, but the scenario is changed. We are looking for managers and leaders who can lead Asian business to the forefront of world economy, who can bring world business to the Asia. We are looking for this kind of managers and this kind of leaders. We don't want the earlier kind of managers and leaders. So what does it mean to a business school anywhere in Asia? It means something, that is, we have to produce managers and leaders who can operate in a globalized environment. For instance, earlier we were thinking globally and acting locally. That was the catchword. But that is no longer relevant today. We are thinking differently. Thinking locally and acting globally. The entire thing is reversed. In fact, the distinguished professor of international business, Professor Govindarajan, he argues that it is a reverse innovation. That it is a reverse innovation in international business. He comes from Dartmouth College and he is one who is pioneering this reverse innovation in international business. So this is the kind of change that has taken place. With this, what is the role for a business school? You see, there is a substantial change in the substance of management and leadership. And there is also a change in the method of developing these managers and leaders. That exactly is the point that our business schools in Asia have to know, and accordingly they have to sort out their programs. Well, at Eton School of International Business, we have realized it long ago. In fact, when the economy was open to the rest of the world in early 90s, we have started this school in the name of Gate Institute of Foreign Trade. and we have started initially a 2 years program in collaboration with the IFT, New Delhi. But then we have represented ourselves as GSIB School of International Business on joining GSIB University. But the focus is developing the kind of leaders that we are talking about. We have realized at that point in time, and still we stay focused in global leadership and global entrepreneurship. International business and global entrepreneurship are our trust areas. Accordingly, we have designed all our programs in tune with that philosophy. We have to develop leaders with a global mindset, with an innovative mindset, and an integrated mindset. That's what Dr. Venkataya is talking about when he is narrating about the program that you will have in the 2 years' time. All our programs are designed to cultivate students, develop students to have an innovative, global, and integrated mindset. That is what the kind of mindset that is required in the present day 21st century, because we are living in a globalized environment. But then, the second point is not only the substance of leadership is changed, but also method of developing the leaders is also changed. How is it changed? Earlier, for a long time we were made to believe that the students can be influenced to thinking, expecting that they will act in the corporate world. But that logical sequence of thinking and acting is replaced by another logic, that is outside in. The earlier inside out paradigm of developing leaders in the business schools is replaced by developing leaders by outside in. In fact, there is huge empirical evidence such as that adults learn complex situations in a different way. They don't learn following inside out, they learn from outside in. That's where, because the situation is very complex. It's not very simple to learn inside out. The situation is complex. It is outside in. But this perhaps can be done only by providing programs, factory experience in learning processes. That's what exactly we have done in GSIB School of International Business. It's not merely, but having said that, we have not compromised on the theoretical frameworks which should be given to the students. Because we know pretty well that if students are not equipped with theoretical frameworks, well, they cannot sustain in the long run, and they cannot stay. They can't stay in business because practice keeps changing. You see, so they have to replace practices, but they should have sound theoretical frameworks. So experiential learnings to accommodate outside in is arranged in the school in a variety of ways. I'll talk about some of the things. One, students will have to work on field projects in almost all courses. They have to work for about 8 to 10 weeks in industry on a summer internship project. They have to be on international study group for about 7 to 10 days. But this is very important because having joined international business program, and if you are not aware of how markets are working elsewhere in the world and how business is done elsewhere in the world, how management is done elsewhere in the world, is important, and therefore we facilitate our students to go around and then look at the comparative management systems compared to markets. Okay. So this is another way of providing for experience in an industry. So this interaction will put them in a good stand. They will gain a lot of confidence through these interactions. We arrange frequently, lectures by CEOs. So you will be hearing, you'll be hearing thought leaders. You'll be understanding how the markets are moving, the direction they are going. So these are some of the things. Of course, we offer some of the industry-driven courses. For instance, business analytics is a program which is driven by IBM. And similarly, we offer SAP, which is driven by entity data. So some courses are industry-driven. We are very conscious that there are some courses which cannot be offered by academicians. They can be offered only by people from industry. They can bring the practice of wisdom to bear on the classroom discourses. So these experiential learning is at the center of all our programs. So for 2 years, you will be experiencing this experiential learning, which is at the center of our program. And our faculty will be with you. And I'm sure that at the end of the training, you will be different and you will be distinctive. And that's exactly what the corporate people are looking. They are not looking at people who come from the run-of-the-mill kind of business school programs. They are looking for people who can think differently, who are distinctive, who are very smart, who are self-starters. This is all what you're going to get towards the end of the program. So with this, I'll put a full stop. I once again congratulate each one of you. I once again thank Honorable Vice Chancellor and our Chief Guest, Mr. Sri Krishnan Sundarajan, who have kindly accepted our invitation to be with us. Thank you.
Professor G. Subramanian to address the audience.
Distinguished personalities of the prayers, the chief guest of today's function, Sri Krishnan Sundarajan from IIM Software Laboratories, Professor V.K. Kumar, the Director and also the Dean of this prestigious Institute of International Business, of the dais, senior professors and other distinguished faculty who are supporting all the academic activities with main focus on shaping your futures. My dear young student friends, with a lot of hope and expectations, and above all these things, with trust and confidence, join our institution and their parents too. Friends, just we are exposed to the senior faculty and also your director explaining in detail about the admission process, the rigorous process, is focusing on the students with 122 programs at 3 campuses, Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad and Bangalore, in 3 different neighboring states. And about 18,000 regular and 32,000 with distance mode, with the help and commitment and involvement of 1,000 close to 200, that is 1,200 faculty. I don't think any other university, to the best of my knowledge, in the 3 states is having so much faculty with on average 52% as PhD, and in other cases, including the engineering, where the percentage is around 42%. I don't think any other university is comparable with 405 crores budget, of which around 60% we are spending on the teaching faculty and the infrastructure. That per student, how much we are spending and all these things, I am sure by this time the standards, you might have some rough idea. And we won and we got several accreditations. That is, MHRD accredited this with A grade. Out of 130 deemed to be universities like us, we stand in the 4th position for your kind information. And NAC has accredited this as A category university with 3.2 CGP on the 4-point scale. And UGC has given 12B status, that is giving access to, say, research funds. Why I am mentioning this? After 1995, this is the only university in deemed category got 12B status, while including BITS Pilani till today did not have 12B status. That speaks volumes. Whereas 16 state-owned universities did not get 12B status. That speaks volumes of this. Provided the best state-of-the-art infrastructure. Once you step into the building, you understand the environment which we have